From the WDEF News 12 Sports Desk, brought to you by Xfinity, you're watching Touchdown Friday Night, sponsored in part by your Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union, Ross Ferry, and Zaxby's.
McCallie's offense has been firing on all cylinders to start the season. In just 2 games, they've racked up nearly 100 points.
Wow, the Blue Tornado has found a trigger man in sophomore quarterback Javon Craig. Tonight, McCallie tried to maintain their hectic scoring pace against Pope John Paul II.
And the Blue Tornado would get on the board before the sunset at McCallie, but it wasn't the offense. We joined this punt return already in progress. Jeffrey Coleman shaking tackles, staying in bounds. He goes 54 yards. Heck of a return, 7-0 McCallie. Third offensive snap of the game for the Blue Tornado. They score. Alex Trotter, 3 yards out. It's 14-0. Start of the second quarter. Javon Craig will keep it and go in for the score. It's 21-0. Next series for the Knights, big gunner Scalato with the ball, pushing for the pay window. He stretches and fumbles. McCallie's Cameron Walker recovers in the end zone for the touchback. From there, Craig to C.J. Fritz, 28 yards on the touchdown. Craig was 6 of 6 passing on the night for 81 yards. 2-point try there failed. That made it 27-0. McCallie, though, just kept piling on the points. They win again by a final score of 48-7. County clash, Chattanooga Christian at Notre Dame. Irish with a comfortable 21-0 lead in the second quarter, but it got uncomfortable after Jared Andrews muffs a punt. Daniel Ramsey recovers for the Chargers at the 23. First snap from there. Jared Miller up top to Jonathan Farlett. He beats Jared Andrews for the touchdown reception. Tough stretch for Andrews. PAT no good is 21-6. Irish coach Charles Fant says, let's throw it to the playmaker Kareem Orr. So quarterback Clay Heltzel fires down the sidelines for Orr. And what concentration on that catch right there. Orr dances around a bit before he's pushed out for a 55-yard reception. That play was so nice, it looks like Notre Dame runs it twice. Hetzel to Orr down the sidelines. 35 yards, another heck of a catch. That's a touchdown. 2-point conversion is good. That made it 29-6. Right before the half, Irish tried to get a pick six, but Keely Green couldn't hold on. Didn't matter. Notre Dame rolled tonight by a final score of 50-13. Back to the Touchdown Friday Night scoreboard we go. Southeast Whitfield and Gordon Central. Gordon Central falls on the road by a final score of 17-6. Greenback over Meigs County by a final score of 49-13. Boyd Buchanan, their home opener, they fall to Franklin Road Academy 35-21. And Silverdale looking pretty good this year. They blank Copper Basin by a final score of 41-0. Heritage lost their season opener to crosstown rival Ringgold last week, but the Generals got another crack at another Catoosa County rival tonight.
Heritage hit the short road against LFO. The Warriors blanked Heritage 28-0 last year. This one would be a lot closer. As we go into the second half, both teams tied at 7. Sophomore Dylan Bice trying to throw it to Tyler Childers, but LFO's Hayden Griffin intercepts it, and he would take it 30 yards before he is brought down. The Warriors now move it down just a few inches from the end zone. Rogers hands off to Jacob Gilbert, who runs up the middle. That would be an LFO score. LFO would try for 2, no good. And then the Generals would get back on offense, and from there it would be Bice taking the snap. He hands off to Khalil Hood. Remember that name? You're going to see him again and again. 4 times in a row, Hood would get the ball. The 4th time would be the charm as he busts through the Warriors' defense and scores on a touchdown. He will score eventually. 4 straight times he gets the football. And then,
See all 4?
There we go. He's off and out of bounds there. And then
the third one?
The 4th time would be the charm right here. Hood takes it in, busts up the middle for the score. Heritage leads it 14-13. The Generals would get the ball back, but LFO goes on to win it by a final of 27-21. Taking a look at the scoreboard, it was Davidson Academy over Grace Academy, 36-17. Sequoia up over McMinn Central by a final of 20-6. Elsewhere in North Georgia, it was Tryon over Lafayette, 35-14, and Dade County over North Murray by a final of 30-26. Still ahead on Touchdown Friday night, Sale Creek tackles South Pittsburgh and Gordon Lee entertains Coahulla Creek.